Welcome to the Horror Files. Tonight, you won't just hear another ghost story. This is a journey straight into the heart of darkness. A place where shadows don't simply move. They stare, they wait, and they remember. As if they want something from you. If you're listening alone, you might want to keep the light on, because shadows are often closer than you think. Before we begin, remember, the story I am about to tell you never truly ended. It might still be happening. My life had fallen apart. Divorce, losing my job, crushing loneliness. I wanted to start afresh. That's when I found the listing. A massive Victorian house in a remote village, renting for a price that felt almost suspiciously low. The owner, a quiet man named Mr. Hassan, handed me the keys with a warning I'll never forget. This house changes people. Not everyone leaves the same. From the outside, the mansion looked like a stone giant, surrounded by ancient trees that leaned in as though whispering secrets. Inside, the floors groaned under my steps. Wallpaper peeled with age, and portraits of a long-forgotten family seemed to follow me with their glassy eyes. One photo stood out, a little girl, smiling faintly, her eyes pleading, as though begging me to notice her. That first night, while preparing for bed, I swear I saw the same little girl's reflection in the hallway mirror before she vanished. The first night was quiet, but on the second, while reading in the parlor, I heard it. Children's laughter, faint yet echoing from upstairs. When I climbed the stairs, the air grew unnaturally cold. In the master bedroom stood a huge antique mirror, fogged up as though someone had breathed on it. I wiped the glass, and for a split second saw the shadow of a small girl dart behind me. That night, footsteps echoed through the hallway, slow, measured, stopping just outside my bedroom door. No knock, no sound, but the silence pressing against my chest. I couldn't bring myself to open it. In the morning, I noticed tiny fingerprints smeared across the doorknob, far too small to belong to an adult. It became a routine. Every night at 3:17 a.m. sharp, the footsteps returned. Sometimes accompanied by frantic whispers, words too jumbled to understand. Objects moved on their own. Kitchen books stacked in the bathroom, mugs appearing in the attic. And one morning, muddy footprints, small, childlike, climbed the stairs, though there hadn't been a drop of rain in days. The attic was the worst. There, on an old rocking chair, sat a note written in childish handwriting. "I'm here. Don't leave me alone." The chair rocked gently, as though someone had just risen from it. Later, I realized the handwriting matched that of the little girl in the family portraits. I went to the village library in search of answers. The moment I mentioned my address, the librarian, Mrs. Thompson, turned pale. She told me about the Shamsi family. Their daughter, Sarah, vanished in the 1940s and was never found. Her father, Ahmed, went mad searching for her until he was discovered dead in the basement, whispering, "I found you, Sarah. Daddy's here." Tenants after that reported the same thing. Laughter, footsteps, toys moving by themselves. Sarah, they believed, was still playing hide and seek, still waiting. Before I left, Mrs. Thompson pressed an old photograph of Sarah into my hand. But in the picture, beside the girl, was the faint outline of a tall, shadowy man. I needed proof, so I set up cameras and motion sensors across the house. The recordings chilled me. Shadow shifting with no source. A child's voice whispering, "Daddy." And one night, a tall man peering at the top of the stairs. It was Ahmad, the father. Digging deeper, I learned the house had been built on the ruins of an orphanage that burned in 1923. Before that, a cemetery. The land itself was a magnet for lost souls. In one audio clip, the girl's voice whispered my own name, though I had never once spoken it aloud in that house. Reality blurred. I dreamed of running barefoot through endless corridors, hearing Sarah scream for help. I'd wake up covered in mud, my clothes dirty, as if I'd been outside. Rooms distorted themselves. Hallways stretched longer than they should. The grandfather clock struck impossible times. 25 o'clock, 87 minutes past the hour. And it wasn't just Sarah and Ahmad anymore. More children appeared. Orphans, forgotten souls. They whispered, "Help us. Find us. Stay with us." I left out pencils and paper. In the morning, the sheets were filled with childish scribbles, sketches of faceless people. One drawing showed a man who looked exactly like me, standing among the children. In the basement, I discovered a false wall. Behind it, a small box containing Sarah's locket, her doll, and Ahmad's journal. His final entries descended into madness. She's here, between the shadows, but she's not alone. They all want me to stay. Their games never end. On the wall beside the box, deep scratches spelled out words. "We found a new one." At 3:13 a.m., I waited. This time, all the shadows came at once. The house froze. Doors slammed shut. Lights flickered violently. Sarah appeared at the staircase, hollow-eyed, her voice trembling. Help me. Help all of us." Behind her stood Ahmad. Then the children. Then figures in old-fashioned clothes. Dozens of trapped souls. Ahmad's voice bellowed. "We cannot find the way out. We've been here too long." "What do you want from me?" I shouted. The voices answered in unison. "Remember us. Tell our stories. Free us." As they spoke, another voice hissed directly into my ear. "Even if you free them, you will never leave." I stayed until dawn, listening. Each spirit shared fragments of their life, their hopes, their unfinished dreams. One by one, they faded into peace. Sarah was the last. She took my hand, her touch icy cold. "Thank you for finding me. Thank you for remembering us." For the first time, her eyes shone with peace as she vanished. On the table where she'd stood, a single fresh note remained. "See you tomorrow night." I left the house with the sunrise. The shadows didn't follow, but inside I was no longer the same. Even now, sometimes I hear a child's laughter in the wind, or glimpse a shadow flicker at the corner of my eye, and I remember. So, if you ever find yourself in an old house and the shadows seem to move, don't ignore them. Someone might still be waiting to be found.